Abusua ya makwaba sonko so eba POG Media ene yade mekọ highway ne de ensem bebre wo so ayen so ya agye pene se yebe me abedwafoɔ no ahu de ekọ ene de eba na den na ekọ so ewo highway ne so na eye Nana Dankwa Akuffo Addo okopie mu wo Volta region a Otia ohene ne say ohene ne nsɔre na de wo na ado ti bi ye no say masa sɔre na me ɔmampanyini te sɛ me maba wo me chiachia wo na wo te wo say woyɛ ohene wa ha na wei ɛna sisi a no Volta region for no ɔmo ani abre wo na ado Dankwa Akuffo Addo say ɔmo ani abre wo ne so sɛ aba ne de sɛ paa sɛ ɔmbeto aba ma NPP de ensi ne ensi ɔkyena ɔmbeto atia NPP a Ombema NPP a ehu omo level na Volta region ofo no omo se Nana Dankwa Akuffo Addo no omfa omo nyehwe omo san so the strong warning akoma Nana Addo a omo che Nana Addo se eni kwan se Nana Addo ne NPP amanyuku no omo si okura se omo ba beye campaign bi ana se omo ba baabi sa na omo de omo bibia show mutrim 7th December abato ne de omo kɔ na omo akɔ atia Nana Dankwa Akuffo Addo ne MPP Dr. Bawumia enye asem ketewa kra. Kevin Taylor aba blast Nana Dankwa Akuffo Addo. My hot details about what Volta region for no so yeden eka no. Yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛme abedwafoɔ no bɛme akɔ na yakɔ akɔtie ensɛm a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ highway ne so na ansa na yɛbɛkɔ no. Owɔ ensɛm kan bi afa hyɛ your comment section. Like na share ma afoforo so ensa entumi enka bi aha POG Media political trending stories bi a eko bi ano yen so ya agye pene se ye be me abedwafo no ahu de eko ene de eba medamase
about video score. And for the past 2 days, you video about Nana Dankwa Akuffo Addo. It showed disrespect to Ahimfo Omowo Oti region. Nana Dankwa Akuffo Addo and about power catcher Ghana for say. Obechiche Ghana mu. Adikudiente obechiche Ghana mu say. There were groups bi o Ghana omo feel say their culture, their tradition, and as Omo they are being misrepresented. And excuse Akuffo Addo Gina so Eka say, baby to say Volta region, o chem aye baby oti, any baby Volta and say, or say, Sebi Omo mo oti wono, Omo approachi a bank catcher a bank say, even though Omo nyinate the Volta River side, and as Omo nyina along that area part of Ghana, no, some people sometimes think say Omo ya wonafo. And one way or the other, they might have a legitimate reason. Inti so otifo na there are a few people there sebi omo nya wonafo but because ebimu ti awonakasa. So ebimu so their lifestyle no because they live along that stretch no or that part of Ghana no abese. So some people were thinking say omo so ya wonafo. So Akuffo Addo came in and said they say they also want to be identified. Say Otifwa, even though they might be on the same side of Ghana, no, they are not Awonafo, which is fine. It is always good for you to be able to point to people where you are from, your roots, and what you believe in. So I don't have a problem. So Obi free Oti. Na so opese ocheme say oh, ebi ameti Oti no. Why do you be me ya wuneni? Ba me nya wuneni. But because ebi ameti awonakasa and I me ye me nyoma to say awonani because ye ni awonafo ne nete and awonafo no so ye nyoma bi to say no, it does not make us say awonafo. And if we are going to distinguish between ebi omoni awonafo, it does not change anything. They are still the same people who do these things together. In Akuffo Addo by no beti Oti region. Akuffo Addo beti Oti region. What kind of respect in Akuffo Addo ediama Oti region? The development part of it. A dear partner Ako Oti region. At this point, the Oti people are supposed to even be demonstrating. Their chiefs, their queen mothers, they are supposed to be holding this government accountable. They are supposed to be demonstrating and saying, say, Yentu Abampoma MPP. If it's a sense say, obeye Oti regional, what significant thing na NPP, Akuffo Addo, and Bawumia, when it comes to jobs, we don't know any job that has been created in Oti region. When it comes to infrastructure, we don't know any infrastructure are economically, socially, politically, to me, it change the economic life of the people. You can't roads, you can't schools. This government has sent nothing to OT. So that alone is enough disrespect to the people. That alone is enough disrespect to the chiefs. It's enough disrespect to the people. Line Akufo. But you see, with all due respect, and I'm not going to make this sound like ahimfubi our idea be say what Akufo is doing is right. He has to do it. No, we are just doing a comparison. You see, when Akufo visits some chiefs, the kind of respect Akufo demands some chiefs. When Akufo goes to Otumfuo say to Okotokoto form so aponche, if you say ohu Otumfuo say oyohene, ohu Otumfuo say oyohene, ewo Ghana, ewo Santimemu, say okọ ebuakwa no kohu Mr. Boachia, authoritarian form, because in his head and before him, he sees himself oyohene. But you see, there's something the NPP is starting in Ghana. The NPP, they are dividing Ghana, and not just politically. They are dividing Ghana traditionally. Today, when you go to the National House of Chiefs, there's too much friction because it has become so political to the point to say, say they are too powerful and too connected to their political power. So they don't even respect the authority at the National House of Chiefs. And it's a big problem because when you have a government that comes and depletes the people politically and goes down, and what holds the people down, your tradition and customs, the heads, the people who hold our customs and tradition together, say, we will have tribal war. It's a fact. That is why, say, ahimfo kasano man kase people like us and some people in Ghana get worried because they are supposed to prevent that. So when they do not check their language and the kind of words they use against other tribes and chiefs, it becomes dangerous because through their language, tribal war can spark quickly than a politician causing that. Now, this NPP government, they have gone to the point whereby they don't respect chiefs. They think in their head. They have sidelined chiefs. They have disrespected chiefs. And it's all because Nanado Dankwa Akufo in his head, the only two regions are Abama and Deneba power. No, so 2 regions don't no respect. In his head, he does not respect any chief apart from, with all due respect to Otumfuo, any Kromi hine Ebuakwa hine. And when you are a president and you have this kind of mind in your head, there is no way you can build this country in a way where every single region will be treated equally to the point say Obia Benya the national cake in Faso. Now I know you have seen the video. Akufo is instructing chiefs. Masa, you are a president, you cannot instruct Ebusia Penyini. It's a fact. If you're a president, and now you're president of Ghana, you cannot even instruct Ebusia Penyini. And the despicable thing about this video is that when Akufo was doing that, his bodyguard, who has not been castrated, was also doing that. And you ask yourself, say, what will make a bodyguard look in the eyes of ahimfo and be instructing them, say, sorry, njina ho. Akufo went to these people. That is what our customs tells us. Umbetu wo mimi fie ema men sorry njina menaso enka nkyerɛ sɛ mesrɛw ɛde ɛkwan so. Wo na wabetu mo fie, wabetu ɔhene wɔ ne fie, sɛ wabetu ahenkwaa, sɛ wabetu ɛyɛ deɛn ebusua panyini, sɛ wabetu odikuro, wabetu ɔhene, wabetu obi a odi mu wɔ ne asase so a, that person that does not bow to you. And Akufo at his age, you expect him to know. Akufo at his age, the people following him, you expect them to know. Akufo at his age, his bodyguard, who also calls himself a chief, who at the end of the day so bankra memu na se obi ba na him fie na nipa no I said you ekaje sorry and bubefu ne macho be honhono no. He should have known. But do you know why they deliberately do that? They don't respect ahimfuni bi Ghana. Omo ahimfuni bi se omo jimi. They don't need to regard them. They only regard baby omo vote free. It is a Akuffo Addo kwa asantimemu a na otafro tu mfompa boase. Oko eye de achimemu a na otafre Mr. Boachimpa boase, because in his head these two regions and a dinner power. And when you have a leader, when you have a president, when you have a nipa oduso na or this kind of mentality na ende Ghana na impenifo nyina ye din, when a president exhibits this high level of disrespect to impenifo traditional leaders, you go to OT region and you disrespect them to the core. And it's a sebio moa. But when you go to other places, you are licking their feet like a dog. So what are you trying to tell us? You can do your politics up there, but when it comes to our customs and tradition, we will not allow a half human being like Akuffo Addo to disrespect your hemfo. Now, tell me if this is right.
Hey, I'm sorry. Sure, anyway, I'm sorry when I was sorry. Sorry, I'm sure. Poor someone. Charmy. Hey, I'm sorry. Sure, anyway, I'm sorry when I was sorry. Sorry, I'm sure. Poor someone. Charmy. Hey, I'm sorry. Sure, anyway, I'm sorry when I was sorry. Sorry, I'm sure. Poor someone. Charmy. I'm sorry. Sure, anyway, I'm sorry when I was sorry. Sorry, I'm sure. Poor someone. Charmy.
When you have a president, na ende yeda hu otifo eti oti region. Na ye obi o oti region from say me NPP ni, me oti regional MPP regional chairman. Me oti communications director. Me oti MPP communications director. Yen ye customer MPP for. Me de me oti me chairman. Me this constituency chairman. Na otifo et washen kofo we. Then it means say yeni otifo no, we don't know what we are worth. Na manisi sumina so na je say yeni otifo ni ye Jimmy. Na say yeni otifo ni eto no ye nim who we are. Because obi to me free crime ebe do ahimfo anim. Et me instructor was some of them Jimmy sorry ngina ho na munchia me. Abra the same person eko the same or mine me krofo froso na otafre ahimfo bi mpaboa se a. Na wo ye otini na ohweme a. Now, if this does not piss you off, now catch on say me oti na me MPP ni a. With all due respect, oh yeah, boy, I don't have to respect you. I have to spit on you because what's na homa nipa bebu wo hene. Obebu assassin tia, abedwun so egu so. Sebio Akuffo efin kran, Akuffo Addo efin kran abeni egu mu so. E ma moda hote wo ye otifo. That is what I am talking about. That is this respect that you people are throwing to the dogs. And the people of Oti are sitting there. Menokasa nadwi. O Jimmy Fobiti Oti catch them and say, medium MPP new. I don't care. You can choose to vote against NDC 1,000 years. I don't care. But you have no self-respect. I have no respect for you. Because I didn't know mimbebu. Because when penny form do wenim. One ananomo mudi wenim. Akuffo Addo ababe ni egu omoso. You want me to respect you. And the same thing I was telling the Encrying for no. Kwame Fifa etna angel. Eka chire nkranfo so mo ye moa today ebe sin de o ma edin to ye twen one day nkrani bi beyi na no beka se me de me ye nkrani na obi a disrespect asem e beka chire nkranfo no they will regret being part of Ghana. Me try ma one day mon cry ni bia sorry. No abeka say yeah the crying for the youth of Accra, the Gadangbechi youth, and the DND chief say obeka say crying for obia ye say asama ye beka kire no. Because Kwame Free say crying for ahemfo any the chief priest omo ye moa omo bodam omo ye pedophiles ebe sin ne crying for are happy with it. And no mudi di ma de akoko pie oti. And today the president is telling your chiefs it's almost to shake him. Abraham and Amokosa line. Ekoto Abama Akuffo Addo. Sasma making. Senke John Dramani Mahama. Ana Professor Nano Pukwajman. Now wa wo shame. We are sure se pa say. Umpe Mahama say about dreams Mahama between us idea we never. I'm asking you a simple question. You might not like Mahama, I don't care. You might not like the NDC. I don't care. But the question here is, one can talk Mahama ni pasua. Ojo say Mahama betuma aside with public. Never. He would not even think of it. He would not even try to think, say, Obejina bejum akachire obi say sorry. John Mahama and now Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman. Into Busahu, the people leading you, no, sa MPP way, no. Have you heard any chief in Ghana? Have you heard any leader or the MPP chair will render any apology to the people of Oti? No, because they support this. The party does not respect anybody apart from and this is what we have been telling Ghanaians. Say, Uma Obitia says we Jimia, Obetritu so Jimmy for. You see, the NPP for a very long time now. Yani Ghana for ya ma ho kwan amomagin say ye Jimmy. So they don't respect us in the first place. Akuffo Addo and the bodyguard no nam Ghana no. They don't. This thing I'm telling you or I'm talking to you about is a big deal. Our Sanka NPP for Oti for ahemfo it will be out stopping every NPP activity Oti region. And so ahemfo ne didi omo you will go to Oti, no be to a defend the NPP. That is how dangerous into the future of the young people. No, at the end of the day, no, penny for the biatom. Into Nkorano, yet we bomb during elections. Nobody defends them, nobody cries, nobody comes out to speak against the government, and the Akuffo Addo them keep doing that. And into 2024, they know they will kill more people. And the same chiefs now, and Kaosanko Omoba out Bekasano, they will sit at home and say it is MPP. What you are seeing, Sawoti Mikrom Central Region, now just say N2 Ebeto. Sawoti Northern Region, now just said the Akuffo Addo, Emedru Ho, Ebedru Ho. Sawoti the Eastern Region, now Ajria will say, oh, would you Akuffo Addo hold free Endru Ho, Ebedru Ho? So no be any Ebedru say, no be him say Akuffo Addo at a point in his life, he can stand in public and instruct a chief to get up. No. And young Kofo in the the battery is the Lord, no. And Akuffo Addo so onimnyansa chen Ghana ni bia no. And Akuffo Addo we na se na obre no ho ase. And sa Akuffo Addo we na se OC Cathedral ama Onyankopon no. Into now nimsa Bible says no. And how we have allowed him to take us for granted. And how we have allowed these people MPP for we Mameka be binchiro mo. Ghana na moteno. The MPP only thinks about 2-4 any ebuakwa hene. They don't care about any chief. Se almost the MPP ni ohini bia edi nkomo hwa hene na omo weakness bi wo hene no ho either say na sase no person ko say no and I say ni nkofo no person say omo but it is not genuine. Since MPP about power I am for saying now just say MPP show respect to genuinely. You have not seen anything like that. Their focus is only on omo dream say omo betuma bo omo politically. And I'm not saying this to say the Akuffo Addo koye no otino otumfo nim hu bi no otumfo de sort in fie obana betafre na asia or the nase be mamo atafre. The people at Oti mo ankasa, what are you doing about this? Because you can't respect this government MPP for the omni ba kumpo mamo. Things are getting worse in this country. The disrespect is getting out of hand. The disrespect. She said, "Dum so jinem na Bawumia atam ne yere makeup artist ne di ne so omoko Vatican. Vatican okwa small boys so me. I've been to Rome a couple of times. I've been to the Vatican and Vatican. You can book an appointment and go to a service where Pope is preaching. You book. When you go there and you get in the line early, you can go sit in a mass Pope is preaching. There's nothing extraordinary about Vatican. But the reason why Bawumia ejamoho in the middle of doom so to go to Vatican and say, Omoba, asofo bi bebe catch them say, Bawumia call Vatican, no Pope catch us and Yamia fan so catch us about Bawumia be the president. A Christophone be a jimino, we will swallow it. Some catch them say, NPP ni Bawumia mono, omo redeem Ghana for titru Christopher che. Omo say, Christopher do muna mo Jimmy. And no na ama MPP abedru ha. I'm telling you, in the middle of a crisis, say, dollar was 14. Vice President said, I'm going to Vatican. Now, again said the Italian Prime Minister, Pope Nankasa Otuono, Oni Juma di Kura, Obeso, Meba Ghana, Obedeng, Meba Bichia Ghana president. For what reason? But Bawumia, any makeup artist, no Ghana is suo. And almost Omoko Vatican. He needs to be working. He needs to be in Ghana to be talking to us. Why? He's a flag bearer of this party. Or Persia to Abaman be president. The dollar has crossed 14. Sa akwa we makeup artist na sorry akwatena Italy. Ena omu di omo ho ena ye ti Ghana na yeti omo ka per day. And we sit here and we say we don't respect. We respect. But you see, these people are not showing respect back. Obefri Roma ba. Asofo bi ba be ka chem say Bawumia ko Rome no. Pope ka chem say onu na nyame yi no. Bawumia does not even respect the chief imam. Mahamudu Bawumia also a Christo, you know. He does not even respect the chief imam. Because as we speak today, the chief imam, ne light in Jinaso. The chief imam, Ninsio Emma. The young people that Bawumia promised was Zongus. Say, Obe Kretie Juma Momono. At this point, Bawumia to me Obi Juma. Bawumia does not care about these things. The chief imam has been paying taxes from the day Bawumia became president or vice president. But Mahmoud Bawumia has not shown that respect back to the chief imam by making things easy for him, for the chief imam, his grandchildren, his family, and the people he lives with. Mahmoud Bawumia has ignored the plight of his own people, his leaders, his religious leaders. He has left the shores of this country to go visit Pope. And he's happy to be sharing those pictures. Abra weja ono edwuma wo so ye ho no de te Italy. Say okohu Pope. Who gives a heck about Pope? Who gives a heck? Because at this point, the obedi or Ghana, Pope does not care. I'm being honest. I was born Anglican. I respect the Catholic Church. And I have always respected a church that believes in principles. At this point in our life as a nation, who cares about the Pope? With all due respect to the Pope is the Pope. The Pope is the leader of the Catholic Church. So at this point, you don't leave your responsibility. You don't ignore your people. You don't neglect your responsibility and go say, I am going to see the Pope. Abra, the Pope does not care. So your visit to the Pope, economically and socially and politically, what does it bring to us? Nothing. Nothing. And we see this zombie and his makeup artist roaming around the world. And we still sit here, we cannot blame these people. And these people are still telling us we should give or hand over power to them. That is the disrespect I keep talking about. Pope non to COVID-19 by when you be on your COVID-19. With all due respect to the Vatican, I respect the Vatican, but the Vatican cannot change Ghana's economy. It's a fact. The Vatican cannot change the doomso. Vatican, it cannot change the dollar. We will have to work to change that situation. So what is the essence of us spending millions on Bawumia to go and stay in Italy? Abra, people cannot sleep at night in Ghana. After this short break, I'll be back.
abusua wei ne nsɛm a ɛrekɔ so wɔ highway ne so. Kevin Taylor ɛna ɔde deɛ ɛrekɔ so wɔ Volta region ɛbrɛeɛ no na ɔkyerɛ a ɔse Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo-Addo no deɛ Volta region foɔ no ani abrɛ wɔ ne so yi a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa. Yɛbɛde yɛ abadwafoɔ ase sɛ wɔgye pene kokotii saa audio wei de maa yɛ. Aha ɛyɛ POG Media. Medam ase.